So Ted, you've written your first novel.
Yeah.
How long has it taken?
Too bloody long. Done. Too bloody long. Absolutely. I mean, crazy amount of time. It's been rewritten like loads of times. It's a 140,000 word book. That was a great story. Is actually I was talking to a friend, and he said to me, "Ted, how thick is your book?" And I thought, yeah, it's really fucking thick. Yeah, no, it's kind of like it's a strange experience writing, as other writers would agree. Putting things together, sticking to get things together like with wallpaper paste and super glue, trying to make it gel. I've cut it, I've chopped it, try to make it more accessible, moving the story along. Pace is always really important. You hear this stuff all the time. Typically I'm a member of a number of writers groups on social media, and I've listened to what they've all said, and I've got to take that on board. And it's about pushing it along, making it interesting, keeping the reader interested. So in some ways I kind of like started to kind of write it as if I might be writing a soap opera, like from scene to scene, quickly, move it on, drag people into it, to maintain the interest, so that what's next? I mean, there are sections always that are kind of within the narrative, within the dialogue, because the book's really heavy on dialogue, and it's written very much in the vernacular, which I hope people get. It's written in West Country.
West Country Burr.
West Country Burr. That's right, my dear. It's a good idea, isn't it? No, I mean, it's fantastic. I mean, but that's what I hear when I'm sitting in the pubs, and I'm fascinated by it. It's always interesting, and there are a number of various drinking places that I draw on in order to get the feel of it. If you care to read the book, and I'm sure you have, real pubs that really exist in the West Country, and some from the figment of my imagination. Interestingly, the pub that I mentioned, the Travellers, aka the Ravellers, is based in Bristol. But in my mind's eye, it was a pub called the Fitzharris Arms in Abingdon when I was a student. And we used to nip in there when we were 17 years of age for a quick pint. It was a purpose-built, brick-built job. It had the smell, the kind of the acridity, the sense, and smoke layered in the room, because we'd always go in, of course, sort of like midday, a couple of old boys sitting in there puffing fags, smoke layered, go in there, have a pint of bitter shandy.
Proper old pubs.
Lovely days.
Love them. I understand the book is about someone winning the lottery. How did that come about?
Well, that's a really interesting one. I think it would be fair to say that I've actually spent far too much of my life sitting in pubs, and I'd always listen and be fascinated by what people would say. It was always interesting that they would be presumptive, and they would say when I win the lottery and not if, which always fascinated me. But then the conversation would always go around to what they would do with it, of course, but then who would actually come out of the woodwork. Who would be after their money, who would they play with, how would they divvy that money up? And it gave me the seed of an idea. It's essentially, the book's about a guy that does win a shed load of money on the lottery, way more than he's ever had in his life, by a long way. But more than that, he'd been told a lie throughout his life. And at the time that he wins the money, something happens to him. Somebody turns up on his doorstep, so to speak, and with just an incredible bit of news, and something that he was not expecting at all.
Sounds interesting.